All right, viewers, just got to clear the screen. Happy's added round 5 back soon. It's not round 5. No roll-up. They've done exactly what they did to me in round 5. No roll-up. They started way earlier than I thought. Thanks again to Boyd Dumbrell for helping with the stream. We're going to have a guest commentator very shortly. It's round 6. And I will bring up the point score for you. We've got a great competition here, but the leads have become skippers, and the skippers have become leads. But in the scoreboard, it's Ashford versus Tetzel. We've got Mona Vale and Pittwater, and Brendan in the Pittwater RSL shirt used to be a Mona Vale player, and they're taking on the might of the Harbord gentlemen from the Harbord Bowling Club. He's got the Harbord Hawks, I think. And we've got Forrest Craig, who's currently skipping, and Graham Tetzel, who's leading. No roll-ups, straight in, beautiful lunch. And very shortly I'm going to be joined by Tiffany Meeker Cox, who has just come off the green after filling in for a person. Graham Wong, who's not well, who played yesterday, and got through on the rookies with Tarmac in the Mona Vale crew. Got through in the rookies to head off to Raymond Terrace for the rookie finals. Just taking a little while to let my lunch settle to make sure we've got all the action. Now, Mick Ashford probably is going to struggle to keep out of the road, but we do need to make sure that we keep an eye on the rink next to us, because that's the top of the table. 1 versus 2. And if the gentlemen continue to stand in the view, we'll obviously have to try and change up to show you what it looks like approaching. I do know that Brendan Rawnsley, the Pittwater Pelicans, is using SRs. Mick Ashford in the Mona Vale gear is using Green Masters, the Premier. I will find out soon what bowls the guys are using. Brendan looking like he's going to try and rip that bowl out. Might be going back to a draw. All the different mannerisms of the players. Trying to see the bowl come into play. Yeah, well done. Dragged it over for 2. Good shot. Well, wind's come up.
That's great.
Just make sure the volume's all working. Won't take long before the players work out that they can't stand in front of the cameras, but we'll be right. This is Graham Tetzel on the forehand, staying down low. We know that's a little bit narrow, even though the jack has been moved. Needs to adjust. No roll up. These guys are straight into it, and I will bring up the score, because it's really important, because we're up to round 5, $10,000 worth of money. Presented by Easy Flow Concrete Pumping. Mick Ashford with the Green Masters. Premier. Boys are behaving. Yeah, still got the 2 best back there, Harbord. That's where the jack is. Tetzel on his way with his final bowl of this end. 13 ends. Fair effort. And away they go. And I'm just going to prepare for our special guest commentator. Won't be far away. You're going to have to move up closer to me, though, sadly.
Lucky me.
Lucky me. Please. There's Mick Ashford. He's got the premier bowler. Now we might have to have a chat to Mr. Brendan Rawnsley, the skipper, as he likes to hog the camera. And that's going nowhere. And at some stage, I might desert you in the commentary box to go out and get the cattle prodder, Tiffany, because the boys are loving being on film. All right. Going to throw that around. Put that on that side on your head. Now we're going to turn you up.
Turn me up.
That's it. Now, if you could just see that little microphone, you just got to bring that a bit closer to you. See, feel the microphone and bring it right up to your lips.
How's that?
Bit closer.
That look better?
That's better. All right. Can you see the screen?
Yep, absolutely.
So, tell me who you are.
I'm Tiffany Micah, or Micah Cox, sorry. I better add my married name in there. And I'm a member at Mona Vale Bowling Club. Yeah.
Tell us how long you've been bowling.
Just over 12 months. Yeah.
And you're hooked.
And absolutely
You have
hooked.
got you right in the mouth when you can't go away at the moment. But look, we're going to talk about the state of play because we've got 13 rounds, sort of 13 ends of 6 rounds, and this is the final round, and there's $10,000 up for grabs. Thank you to Easy Flow Concrete Pumping, out of memory of the Steve Matthes Cup, the inaugural version of it. And I know that you're a bit of a whiz with social media and all things bowls. How good's this for the club?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. You know, it gives the club great exposure, and I think this is going to be, the first of such a big tournament yet to come over the next number of years.
Yeah, and look, if we lock in the right date, which I think is looking at the long weekend of October next year, 2026. Now, we have to be a little bit mindful. We've got, obviously, back shots here of that's Forrest Craig from Harbord. He's got his McLean shirt on, goes on tour. Now, Brendan, when he gets on the mat, he actually looks like he's about to drive every time. But Mick needs to stand to the left of that line, hence the reason I changed the camera angle, because where you're seated, you can't see the green. So you got to rely on the cameras. Magic fingers, what's that all about?
Yeah, well...
Four
It's their way
down.
of actually seeing the length, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is it effective, Matt, do you think?
Look, for me, I'm not a great visual person. It just brings it in a bit more. It gives me a rough idea that, look, I've definitely got one, but if I step back and try and see 3 different angles, I'm guessing. I actually learned on YouTube how to do the magic fingers. I'm not far off. I reckon I'm about 85% successful. I just go, look, it's a measure. It could be up and down. But have a look. We've got the names of the leads because that's what they were entered as. But somehow through the carnival, they've swapped positions. Mick Ashford, obviously big part of the 2017-2018 campaign of winning the state title. I think Brendan was also part of that team. I'm just trying to picture Brendan. I can picture Mick in the photo. I just can't picture Brendan. So my apologies if... you're watching the coverage, and I've totally taken Brendan out of the coverage. Yeah. All right, now we just have to adjust our cameras, and normally I have these preset, so I can just push a button. But we had such a difference in the way that the players played the first game and then the last game, so we can try and store that, and that's generally a medium to longer length. And if you can have a look here, there's Graham Tetzel on the mat. So we try and give the viewers a couple of viewpoints.
That one's a bit wide.
We're playing on rink 6, Tiff, and a lot of the players who haven't been familiar on an easterly wind, the hand they're playing at the moment is a hand that holds a fair bit. Now, this is a premier line, so Mick knows that he's got to be roughly where that blue line is, and he should get back, and that's a terrific correction on his first bowl. Look, he's got 2 behind, and I have told the viewers a number of times that I am the producer, the director, and the camera person, and the commentator, and I love doing exactly what I'm doing, and I know that you're mad about bowls, and now with YouTube Live Sports, we have got close to a dozen broadcasters, and you can go and watch games at Grafton, Lightning Ridge, Premier Championship or clubs like Mona Vale Bowling Club.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was actually, I'll just give myself a big note here, playing the rookie pairs yesterday. And
Yeah, you won 5 games, you got through.
Woo, we won. But so excited last night, and, my feet and my shins were aching like you wouldn't believe because we played 55 ends. But
It's a lot of bowls.
it's a lot of bowls. Couldn't sleep. I was so excited. So what did I watch last night?
Of course you did.
At midnight.
Look, I'm a lunatic, and look, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but look, I'm a work in progress, as I've mentioned throughout the course of the coverage. After this month, the L plates go to P plates. I've been broadcasting now for about 5 months, commentating for about 30, and I do know that you know lots about sports because your background is not only in lawn bowls. We've got to be mindful when I'm talking to someone, we keep focus on the bowls.
Of course.
Brendan playing a significant bowl there with purpose. And look, he's been a member of this club for quite a while too. I basically just got those names there for you, excuse my hieroglyphics. But with no roll-up, straight after lunch, we're straight into it. So this is Forrest Craig playing on the hand that's drawing, and you can understand Michael Ashford and Brendan Rawnsley, when I show the points table, apologies viewers, but Michael's got his back straight against the camera. So what I do is we change the camera angle and we actually try and bring it back so we can actually see through Michael.
That's making transparent, I think.
Yeah, so I'll probably get on the green in a moment and tell him to move. Because as you know, you can get very much involved in the game and if you can get about your surrounds. And that's really tough when you're... Look at him, he's very stressed. He's a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve. And we can look at Forrest Craig's direction here. Good out, coming into shot. Because if we go here, we might see. So at the moment, Harbord are holding one. But we know from my involvement with both Brendan and Michael, these boys will do their own thing anyway, regardless of what we say.
Absolutely.
What are they going to say? Find me, sue me, where's your lawyer? Look, no disrespect to the fellas, every club has a character, and we will talk about the strategy because at the moment it's all about just getting the field of play. They've hurried it along purely to try and get all this done before the grand final, the preliminary final. This is the only way we can look at Michael, very well balanced. Drops that arm a bit quicker than I'd like. Not a significant follow through. And then, guess what we look? Go the Pelicans.
That's it. Yeah, great bowl.
It is a great bowl. And maybe 2, but I have had a chat to these players 3 times.
Maybe a 4th.
No. I just get the air gun and I'll take line. Here we go. You notice that Forrest Craig is nowhere in to be seen.
No.
Look, Graham Tetzel, his background at Harbord, been playing a long time. Very efficient bowler, as is the combination of Forrest Craig. And to their credit, the Harbord Hawks, they've got their club major singles on, and they decided to support this event, which was amazing. Forrest Craig and Graham said, "Well, who likes singles anyway?"
Yeah. Well, it's actually really great to play, pairs with a partner that you can have a lot of faith in and trust in. And, if you communicate really well with your partner, you can have some, incredible games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, look, Graham's already decided I don't need to be wider than that blue line. If you're slightly higher than that, it's not going to get back. It does get back, but if you're long in your weight, it'll keep going through as we change our camera angle. Yeah, that's a fair effort.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now, in the spate of things, that's a good shot because he ends up with shot. And you say hello to my little friend.
That's great.
Now, we bring out Karen, and she has a little statement. And that came out last week when I was at Shoalhaven Heads. I got to hang out with the GOAT for 2 days.
Oh, really? Oh,
2 days.
How amazing.
It was amazing. And there's not many sports where you can play and you can almost give it to your idol.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, we're looking at the changeover. And look, the wind is coming through the windsocks of the microphone. But look, Brendan, very upright, tall fella. And we won't really see his delivery because, guess what? What I'm going to do at the change of ends, I'm going to go and say, Mick, if you've got some awareness, I
Good
know
luck.
it's an important game, but we need you to get out of the road because the viewers can't watch it at home. And he'll say to me, you know what, it's the Steve Matthes Cup, but it's all about Brendan and me.
Yeah.
Because
Doesn't
we're in
sound like Mick
the
at all.
option of money.
Yeah.
So here we go, Forrest Craig. Here he goes. It will change up what we're able to look at. So thank you for your patience, viewers. And look at that bowl go at the end. With an easterly, you might not have seen my friend here, but he's new. Say hello to Mr. Magpie, who swoops in and swoops out.
Yeah.
Because we know that easterly hand is going to swoop a lot.
You've got to go out very wide on that side.
Well, you got to trust.
Yeah.
And if you look at the bank with your grass, you've got to go out past a number. These bowls are Taylor SRs, the purple ones.
It's a bit
Now
heavy.
you can understand that he wants to be up to try and slight trail perhaps. So where does Forrest Craig go? He doesn't want to leave anything high, but this is probably the last bowl of the end, so it doesn't matter where he goes, to be honest. He's out of shots. Good track. Look at this get back. It does move 2 metres across.
Turns right in. Yeah, good ball.
Falls in. You know what? Lovely shot. Let's have a look at that on the replay if I can get my mouse to appear. Oh, you know what? We're not recording, that's why. We'll get the replay next. What I try and do is, the more replays I put in, the quicker it slows down my computer until I can transfer it onto an external hard drive. Now, when you're with me in another time, remember you've got to change the camera first, then you change the score, which is a 2. If they signal it, you put the ends in to make sure we're all okay, because before you know it, you don't know what you're doing. There we are. Now, I'm going to not go away for too long, but I'm going to speak to both Monavale and Bitwater boys to say, look, we're overseeing your back.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the camera to pick up the end there, because, believe you me, Graham has obviously got to get a bit of a correction going. There we go.
Must have picked up your vibes, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, you know what? Then we can zoom in. But what a great club. What a great tournament. What a great championship and great memory of Steve Matthes. And, the family have had a great day. I'm going to turn me down. I'm going to hand you over to the rookie who's representing Monavale at the state pairs.
Absolutely.
With Tarmac.
Yeah, with
All right,
Tarmac.
do your best. I won't be long.
Okay. Just hasn't got the weight on that one, as you can see. The line was probably just a little bit wide. It's a much more narrow side this side. It's probably about half the width of what the other side, the right-hand side, would be. Yeah. So both these guys on these last 2 bowls actually need to add a little bit more weight to that, but they do swoop in at the end. So that's what we like to see. Greens are running quite quick today. And there's Mr. Matt. Just organising the guys to stand in position so they're not in front of the camera, so we can actually get a really good camera angle for you so that you can see the oncoming bowls coming into the head. We'll see how long that lasts, as Matt will probably say when he returns. And welcome back, Mr.
Hey,
Matt.
did we get the sponsors on there? Did you see that?
Yeah,
It's about
absolutely.
product placement.
Yeah.
Look, no aggro from the boys. They're relaxed, but look, they're a bit nervy because in a moment I'm actually going to do my magic and send
great shot.
a copy of the scoreboard, which I did take a screenshot of. So viewers, if I do bring it up, just zoom in on YouTube Live Sports. You can. And obviously we had a chucker, a toucher, Mr. Chalky, all those sorts of things. But let me just quickly send this off. So I thought I had more time, but they decided not to have a roll-up.
Looks like that's going to come in quite short. Yeah, Brendan's got to go much wider on that one. It's definitely the wider side.
Well, neither of these teams have played on this rink. However, they played on this green. And we are the furthest most point of the eastern side of this green. And so when they're on the mat there, they would still feel that breeze. It's not been impacted by a structure. So they only get 2 goes. And this is what I love about walking pairs. You only got 2 goes. You don't have the third one as you do in 3-bowl pairs. It's such a different discipline.
Very
kick.
different, yep.
I mean, I know when I'm playing 4s, I had 2 chances.
That's
so every bowl counts. But what your version was, which is a better version for me with beginners, it gives you a bit more chance to correct. So here...
Great bowl.
And I know they don't have the shot, but he's put it in a good home to set up for his teammate. All right, so we're just going to keep that. I have spoken to...
Oh, Brendan, come on. Get out of the way, mate. Here we go.
He's had a look.
Yeah.
He's gone. Sorry. Not sorry. All right. You just keep talking what you see.
That's actually a better line, that one. He's got
it's a great line.
Yeah, because it's so much wider on that side.
And I will find out what bowl he's using. But
try,
it's a
pull up
bowl.
a bit short. Good try.
Almost as a Super 10, I think, but I'll have a look made by Greenmaster. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Super 10, but...
Yeah. Brendan's acknowledged what you said. He got out of the way again. Just for a moment.
There's a lot to go on. It's multitasking, right? And it's tough. I get it. Look, these guys are in the money. That's a lot of money.
That is. Oh, yes. Beautiful shot. Another toucher.
Well, we'll give it a touch. That's up if we saw it.
I saw it between his legs.
Great.
Oh, there we go. All right, we have... Please save that image. Done.
Yeah, good. He's coming out nice and wide again. See if he can swoop in.
Did somebody say swoop?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh la la.
So in our commentary, as I said, I'm a bit of a work in progress. It's great to have Tiff here, and only new to the sport, but loves it. We're actually, we're going to probably make a world first, but we're going to have a crack on. And this is Wongy, if you're there.
Yeah.
Apologies, I haven't stolen your mixed pairs partner, but we're having a play in the St John's mixed pairs tournament.
Yeah.
On the Labor Day
Tomorrow week.
weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow week, actually. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, judging on how you performed, I think I might be leading. And I don't mind that either. Look at Mick. His line was perfect. But you know what? He had to play positive to try and land that bowl.
Absolutely.
So, when we bring the camera round, finding my mouse, look how far up that mat is. I mean, it's only a metre up. And then the jack placement, well up. So we're looking at a short to medium length end. And I always like looking at this perspective as a coach because his process got an interesting stance on the mat, sort of splayed feet, but like a ballerina. Not having a crack there, Forrest. But already we know that his line's pretty decent. I just don't know what bowl he's using. He looks like he might be using SRs, and I will find out. Look at it get back.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
And I had had word from the Greens that
Great
Forrest
attempt.
has played some absolute bombs against the likes of James Brown and Peter Harry, and these are platinum bowlers. These are the best in our country, in fact, the world, and we're very lucky to have them here. Do you need anything? This is my offsider. Thank you so much. He's cleaning up after me. Here comes Brendan. You know what? I won't mind that line, Tiff. Just got to send it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because guess he's what? He's got those bowls in catching. And look, he does have a second chance. Now,
So you're saying that he needs a little bit more weight?
Yeah, the line's great.
Keep the line same.
So we can see Forrest there again. Where's he pointing with his planting foot? there's no real... I mean, it's probably the foot that just landed forward. We're not
You
going to
know,
go
it
too
might be
technical
the-
today, and that's for a later time when I'll get you on there. But look about the pace.
Yeah.
That's a mid-bias turning bowl. That's why I'm saying it's more like an SR. Not a dynamic for sure.
No.
And not a Turbo Pro. Look, I think he might have Green Masters because they were similar to me. Brendan. Big, confident bowler. If he gets the strut going, and he knows he's on the live
Oh,
stream.
look, here we
the poor
go.
bugger.
Here we go.
I like this. Mick's going, get down, get down. Watch this. Oh, man. Like, that's a fair crack.
That is a fair crack. Good try.
And this is where, on a green speed that is slowing now, and I believe that was 2. It didn't signal anything,
Not yet.
which is not unusual. Because it's not about me.
Telepathic, I think it is.
You know what? I believe it was 2. It could have been more than that, but I'm going to once again leave you, and I'm going to find out what bowl these guys are using. And the good thing is, you're here now. I actually had people talking to me that I wasn't here this morning that they're going to dock my pay because I had to go and commentate. It was a 24k trail run up at St Ives, Sydney Trail Series. We had about 600 entrants. But we had a couple of people that had probably been a bit light on with their training and they took 4 hours to finish. Look at Easy Flow Concrete pumping, as I was trying to refer to them as plumbing, in the first 45 minutes, but I corrected myself. Which hand is your preference coming back to the club? Because I know you've got XGs, haven't you?
I have XGs, yes. So
On a day like today with an easterly wind?
yeah, day like today, I played the narrow side most of the.
Okay, interesting.
yeah.
I'm glad you say that. I'm more the wider side, a bit like what Rye Berry did this morning, particularly front end, because it's so easy to do what Mick has done. He hasn't been punished, but let's watch where Graham sends this bowler. Just have a look. Okay, so his neutral position in the mat. Mick's sort of torching himself there, as Mick does. And we just can't see it. But Graham, if we look at his line, is inside that peg. He started it out in a better line. He should finish in a better home here.
Definitely.
But as I've said to most viewers, it's harder to get your pace, your weight on that hand. Let's see.
I actually found it easier to play on that side today, I must be honest.
There you go.
Yeah, I've found my line really
there's
well on
no
that
problem
side.
about line here.
Yeah.
Well, let the truth get
Got the
involved in
line.
a good story.
Oh, exactly right.
Positive, more attempt. Brendan!
Oh, great bowl. Well done.
That's purely brain,
Yeah.
not communicating with the body. You know what?
Great.
I like that. You know what? And is Mick doing this at the moment? I can tell you, he wish he was. He's a bit more like this at himself at the moment.
Oh,
The old
yes.
70 Sam. Hey, I tell you, when you get into that mindset, and we'll talk about mindset later, you're no good to anyone, are you?
No, absolutely not.
Are you a bit of a poker player? Sort of don't show much emotion, or you sort of grip the flag and rip it and...
Yeah, I'm more of a poker player. I like to stay really calm, and I think that comes back from my golf and tennis.
And Polly's viewers,
Days.
we've got a shot of Mick's back again, so I'm going to take the camera off there. English wasn't a second language either for these boys. And it'd be no disrespect to... it's my attempt at some comedy. There we go.
Oh, no.
Mick's now moved.
Yay. Thanks, Mick.
A bit of a delayed reaction.
Yeah.
And then actually, Mick decided not to have any lunch because he just said, I can't have the food coma. We know what that's like.
Absolutely.
How did you go at the rookies? So obviously 5 matches. Did you bring your own sort of being an athlete? We'll talk about your other sort of interests, but what did you do for food yesterday? I mean, obviously there's food there, but I've played at Belrose before and they normally give you a lot of roll with not much salad. They try their best, which is lovely. Not having a crack at them, but too doughy, too gluteny.
Yeah.
What did you go?
Yeah, well, I actually bring my own food.
I know you do.
Yeah, I bring a chicken breast and some fruit and a protein bar and a hydration drink. And
how was your
I get
recovery
prepared.
today then? Because obviously yesterday you looked after yourself, but you were tired. How many ends?
55.
And that's a lot of I mean, I don't know if you're a Catholic schoolgirl, but that's a lot of gender friendly. A lot of lunging.
Definitely. I'll have to tell you though, my feet and my shins were aching last night, and I found it very hard to get
Well,
to
how do you
sleep.
think you're going to play 4 or 5 days in a row if you go to rookies? You got to condition
I can do
yourself
it.
for it.
Well,
and I know you will.
Showed up today, fielding for Wongi. We
I
love you,
know.
Wongi.
Oh, That was a better line, but he had to be slightly higher. So if you look at the state of play, I believe the team of Rawnsley Ashford, and I actually have kept the team names as per the program, even though our skippers are the leads. But yes, now, I actually can bring in the scoreboard, and I do apologise. Come on, Mad Mick. Matty Gould, fan of Mad Mick. Jeepers. I don't mind that. Okay, let's drag in round 5. So, viewers, Tetzel. Now, look at Brendan. So
well
they're
done,
trying.
Brendan.
They're
Yeah.
looking, go, whoops. But
Awareness.
You've been an athlete a long time.
Yeah.
That's a challenge when they're actually... The scoreboard matters for them.
Absolutely.
Prize money matters. They need to forget all about that, but how do you do that? Stay present. How does he stay present? Do you hold a piece of ice? Do you think of something else? What have they got to do? Because he's got to think about 3 bowls ahead. He's got to think about a game of chess. And then he goes, right, I'm going to look at that. So the brain's disengaged again. All he wants to do is look at the shot and support his mate. As we go here. Look, I've asked you about 30,000 questions, but simple question. What do you focus on mindset? You're new here.
Yeah.
So it's all a learning curve.
Absolutely.
And you get to play against, like, the GOAT, Karen Murphy, or whoever.
Oh, well, even playing the guys we played today, you know, being a fill-in. Great thing, I just take my knowledge from golf and tennis, and I actually just focus on one shot at a time.
Yep.
And I just stay in the moment, and that's all I focus on. Because I believe if you get too far ahead, yes, reading the head and understanding where you need to bowl and everything like that, but once you step on the mat, you actually have to stay focused in the moment, take a breath, take your time, don't rush it. You want to feel the bowl come out of your hand.
We'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah.
But we know Forrest Craig and actually Graham Tetzel said, Matt, we've been on a live stream before. Both Mick and Brendan, I don't think, have experienced it much. Now, see that bowl roll about 3 or 4 times? That means he's probably about 2 metres through the head. But I noticed yesterday that once we hit 3 o'clock, green dropped about a second or 2.
Okay.
Bowl stuck. They didn't move as much. So watch the transition, particularly in round 6. It'll be interesting. So...
Interesting you say that too, Matt, because I know when I first started bowling and people would say, oh, gee, you know, the greens are getting slower in the afternoon and all of that sort of stuff. I was like non-aware. I couldn't see the difference.
Well, you got to feel it, right?
Yeah. So now it's a big difference, you know, getting out there and practicing and feeling it.
Yep.
And being aware of what's actually happening as the green changes throughout the day.
Absolutely. Look, he will probably take still a higher line, but he's gone under, but he's gone a bit quicker. So, look, he needed to be a higher line, as I mentioned. But, look, you know what? Oof. Almost got the result. He got one of these, but not enough. So, Brendan, where did you go? But listen, Matty Gould, thanks for that. He says, Mad Mick wants to be known as Magic Mick. But we know he's mad. Barky mad. Hence the name Mad Mick. And his wife did really well. She runner-up in the club women's singles.
Sue. Yeah, well done,
What's her
Sue.
name?
Sue Star.
Yeah, Sue.
Yeah.
What an effort.
Yeah. She went down 25-24 to Judy Brown.
And Judy, how's Keithy going? Is Keith still okay?
I believe so.
Yeah. Keith at what, 90?
99, I think, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah.
I think you've had it a couple of years on. Sorry, Keith. That's Tiffany, by the way, not me.
You can blame me, Keith, if I've got your age wrong.
All right, and I'm really rapt having you in commentary because it's just been me or Boyd or we had Marky Bennett, and I did ask a couple of other people who said, I've got no idea. Even Paddy Ether denied me. I thought he's never short of a comment.
No.
But we can unpack this. We've only got a short period of time, and I really want to talk about the game itself. But we're going to bring up at the change of ends, and it happens really quickly, where we are in the state of play, because there's still 6 teams. Top 6 get, I think 5th and 6th get money back, which is $200. $5,000.
Yeah, $5,000. How cool's that?
Obviously, you're from a tennis background and a golfing background, which is nothing. You probably don't need this anymore anyway. It was only just for some notes. Let's get rid of that. All right, Forrest Craig. He's on the narrower hand. Can he beat that bowl on the left-hand side to get a shot? He's close. I think he's done it.
Yeah.
It's a great shot.
Very nice shot.
You know what?
That's great.
Tiff tries to step. Now,
I
the
can't
problem
see.
with the monitors, Tiff, is spatial awareness is difficult. So I would say that's a measure. The only little animation I don't have, cartoon character, is my measurer.
Oh, you'll have to
I
find
want him
one.
to go.
Yeah.
We'll bring it out.
Yeah.
Viewers, if you want to send me one. All right, where's Brendan going here? I know you just looked at this very quickly. He's got Mick coming in. Is he going to... He's
going
having a
for
look
the
at those 2
drive.
bowls to clear them out.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, that is worthy of a replay. Final bowl, big bowl. Let's have a look at this. Forehand, tough shot, great pace. You hear him saying, both, get him. Good clear out.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Now, measure for two. How many? No. That could have been four. Hold on. Mick.
4.
That's incredible.
Oh, that's a
gonna
game
get one of
changer.
these.
That's a game changer.
And you know what? He's going to get one of these. Hardboard Hawks. Cop that. That's a Pitwater Pelican. Swooped in. No swooping. Just played a cracking bowl. So now notice I've changed my camera. I've got to change the score. And this is all about me trying to do this in my head without telling the viewers what I'm doing. Easier said than
That's
done.
it.
Until it
That's it.
becomes my process.
That's right.
Because I've got the gorgeous Tiff here. We're a similar age group. You've got a beautiful man in your life.
I do, and I think we're actually the same age, aren't we? 1970 born.
Yeah, I'm June 30.
Yeah.
And you're...
August 10.
There you go.
Yeah. It's got a couple of months on
But
me.
I'm a Cancerian, so, you know, I'm cooler.
Oh, well, I'm a Leo, so watch out.
No, it's all good. All right, now, so this is where they've thrown the length. Mick has taken the mat back and thrown it to be medium length. So we work out which camera we're looking at. Normally the cameras are lined up. And then we try and get the action of getting away with only having one camera rather than having to bring in the action here. So, Mick, I believe he's gone onto the inside of the mat. He's on the narrower hand, so he's actually trying to change the trajectory of the way the bowl runs, and he's done very well because this should get right back to the jack.
Great bowl. Well done, Mick.
That
be
is
very
the way
proud
that
of
you
that.
want to correct on the first
Beautiful.
one. His first one was absolute rubbish. And Nook Singy goes, you know what? Bowl is all about correction.
That's it.
Graham Tetzel probably copied the same line. And I'm banking their Super 10s, but I'm going to go and have a chat in a moment to them.
Oh,
Fair effort.
Oh,
Look at
what
that.
a bowl.
So
How's accuracy?
the head is set up. You can see those bowls on the right-hand side. That was the first attempts from the leads. They then go over to this side. Okay, the all-important matchups. Now, listen, if you can't see this, just zoom in. We haven't currently... James Brown paid Peter Harry on the rink next to us, and the score is 7-1. I don't know who is actually Team 1, Team 12. Peter Harry is up 7-1 over James Brown. What they have to do, Peter Harry, is get a better margin than Tom Rich, his teammate. Let's just get rid of that optic because we want to get back to what we're looking at. Now, Brendan, thank goodness, I did say to them, take your time. I know that the grand final's coming, but I need you guys to be out there to build the drama. It's a bit like... Well, you did watch the Bold and the Beautiful and the Days of Lies. I know you're out and about. You never had a chance, but you'd rather watch lawn bowls.
I love law bowls.
How good is it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
What were you doing beforehand? You're playing golf and tennis.
Yeah, God. I wish I discovered lawn bowls a bit earlier.
No, I know
really.
you did, but listen,
Yeah.
you've got the seniors, you've got all that.
Yeah, timing's right now.
I suggested to Tarmac and yourself, go in the rookie pairs. I'm responsible,
Yeah.
just ladies and gentlemen. Tarmac thanked me and almost put his tongue in my ear. He was that happy. And the crowd, when you came here, how good was the reaction from the members?
Oh, absolutely
Red
brilliant.
carpet, but that's what's so good
Yeah.
about the community.
Yeah, it's great here. What excited me more than anything
Yeah.
was that they were like, okay, we're all booking a house at Raymond Terrace and we're going to come and watch you play. We got cuddles from everybody
Well, they
when we
will
walked
be.
in the door.
Well, they'll
you know?
be there for 3 days beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, Brendan on a good line here. And this is the problem. We start talking about other stuff, which is relevant, but it's not getting back as much. And I'm telling you, almost 3.
Yeah.
He just missed the weight there, but a good home. Where's Forrest going to go? He's obviously going to try and get inside Brendan's purple bowl there, which are SRs. I like Forrest's technique there. Not much fuss. Not complicated. Very compact.
Very calm
Which
too.
equals a a better result. He missed his line, but you know what? That's only an inch of grass, and yet he's missed it by 1.5 metres.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to what we can see. So at the moment on rink 5, we have Peter Harry winning 7-1 on 4. Now James Brown and Stephen Lowe are undefeated. If they get beaten, that brings in all these other sides. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and even Scott Garrick, who had a draw last game. So, hang on. If you're going to watch the footy, we will
Strap
talk
in.
to
It's
the
going to be a
great
wild
man.
ride.
And look, important. We might have to change our camera angle, and we will. We'll get Mick on the mat. Camera call 2. And very shortly, we'll be able to see how the bowl looks. Great line. Got to beat his own bowl. He's close.
Oh, Mick.
That is
Hey, well
an
done.
absolute cracker.
Great.
Tell you what, that's the calmest I've seen Mick play, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree?
Have a look at this. Look, he normally shows the emotion. He's trying to find his mojo, but that is trusting your draw.
Absolutely.
Well,
I think Mick needs to now change his process and start playing more calmly. Look at him perform.
it works better for him. Graham Tetzel. So, look at the head. We'll bring that over. Not a good option. I'll just try and... And viewers, if you can hear me pushing buttons, I actually do have a mouse pad, but the joystick that I control the cameras on will hopefully give you a better view than what we've got at the moment.
I think Brendan's just really excited.
Oh, but that's
And that's what
the
it's
more
about.
of the live streaming, the more we're going to get people knowing what to look like. Look, I know if I'm at home, I'm throwing stuff at the TV. Get out of the road! How hard is it? Come on! Well, you try being on a live stream.
That's right. And you're totally focused on your game anyway.
Absolutely. Who cares about the camera?
That's
Look,
right.
They've got
Yeah.
a bucket on top. Oh, we can see this. Hold on. Fair effort.
Oh,
Tetzel.
beautiful. Well done.
What bowl! You know what? Let's have a look at the replay on that, because Brendan's going to study this. It's his head, so he's allowed to. The YouTube Sports Live replay. You know, we actually had the chance to see it. Forrest likes it. Holds. Positive draw. Bang! That's an upshot.
Yeah, well done.
He actually did have the chance to sit his own partner's bowl through. So now the brains trust. Mm-hmm. What do we do?
Let's see what they come up with.
So let's have a look at their head. What would you do looking at me? And I'll actually try and adjust camera 2 to draw out a bit, because we want to actually see where other bowls are.
Yeah,
Okay.
just where Mick's pointing, I think that's actually the perfect position to end up through there.
So I'd imagine Mick on the mat. Sorry, Brendan on the mat. Let's see how he's lining up. He always lines up to think he's going to...
You think he's
Have a
going
crack
to
at
try?
it.
Yeah.
So look at the
Here he
line.
goes. It's going slow.
And he walks off the mat quite quickly.
Yeah.
It's just sort of a little bit of a rock. We know that's not coming back, but he might get a friendly.
Yeah.
Hits it in the guts. Look, that's Mick's coming through. I don't think he had the weight there either. So what about Forrest Craig? How does he defend this? Does he try and get down to Mick's bowl? On the left-hand side?
I
And
think
this is
so.
what I've got. I've got the
Yeah.
drawing tools coming in next.
Yeah,
I can
right.
draw on the
Yeah.
screen. And then I'm trying to get the cable over the top to try and look at the view from the top. But that's a work in progress. This is a fair bowl.
That is.
If he
see what-
lands on his own or trails and slices,
Oh, good try. Good try.
it's not football.
Oh.
It's a good bowl.
Sorry.
When do they score tries in lawn bowls? I got you.
Oh,
That's all
you got
good.
me. You got me. I'm all
There
about
is
being
never
positive.
good tries in bowls. Okay, we'll never say that again. You'll remember this right on this day. We're trying to teach the rookie. There is no tries in lawn bowls. We don't want to give him a 5-pointer. We're
Good
playing
attempt.
rugby, are we?
Good attempt at the weight.
Yes,
How's that?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. Good effort.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Just a bit heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, but the problem is, I like to say pace, but that's a cricket term. And I have people saying it's not weight, it's not pace, it's weight. But you've got a heavier person on the green, good weight. A couple of them say, well, that's the first time it's ever been said to me. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't mean that. But, okay, so what are we talking here? We're talking edges. Now, the rules or the conditions of play have changed. We've got about a 2.5 hour time limit, but that's irrelevant today because we're way ahead of schedule. But skippers are allowed to stay at the head and then go back up, so they can wait. Before, you used to have to all go together. And so, look, we know that golf takes a long time to play. We know that cricket takes a long time to play if you're playing the traditional cricket. Test matches, you can get no result after 5 days. But today, the reason why they're taking their time is they're looking at angles, so it becomes like a game of pool or billiards or a game of chess.
Yeah, it's all strategy.
So we know that it's a respot. Normally, most classic pairs, there is no respot. That means if the jack goes out of the boundary pegs or goes out of bounds, it gets put on the tee. They've got that covered. Now, I can't tell from here, but that bowl of mix could be third shot, it could be fourth shot, or it could be almost the shot.
Yeah, it's a bit deceptive, isn't it?
So in the end, all I can say is Brendan needs another bowl in the head. Because if I was an attacking skip, I'd be playing straight for mixed bowl on the left-hand side, sit it out, we're holding 5. That's one option. And on the scoreboard, it's only 8-4. I'll let you know where the hardboard guys are because they could also come through and get amongst the cash. Here comes Brendan. For me, spent too long there, but let's see the execution. A bit like paralysis by over-analysis. Talk me through it.
Oh, beautiful.
That is a lovely execution, and I believe that is shot. Have a look. Cool, calm, collected, but they did spend 3 minutes at the head.
They did.
Normally when he comes up that far, he's halfway up the green. It's a long way for him to walk back if it's rubbish.
Yeah, he loves
Look
it.
at the reaction. You know what? He likes that.
Great.
That's
The greatest
probably why
player of all time. She's coming. Don't let me down. All right, Forrest. I think he's still trying to either roll his own, which is Tetzel's. He's in a good area. It's all down to weight. What do you think, Tiff? Early call, come on.
Oh, yeah, he's looks like he's going to swoop in. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh,
Okay, so that's a lovely shot. Well done.
Great.
that's shot.
Now, I'm going to have a quick look on the replay. I may have missed it, but have a look here. Do you notice, Tiff, that the green slowed down a bit because that jack didn't move hardly at all when he hit it? He normally hits that, gets the rub, and that jack then springs back to Brendan's bowl, but he got that. And that's a fair effort. And we gave him the carrot. Alrighty, now that was one only. This is where you got to change your cameras. Well, Tiffany can't see what's going on.
That's right.
Let's change the score. Anyone's game at the moment. And we know with lawn bowls, if you're a fan, and I'd call it lawn bowls today because we're playing on a lawn, but last week we were playing on carpet, so it was bowls. Not saying, oh, welcome to carpet bowls.
Yeah, that might have sounded like you're doing something else, really.
Correct.
Yeah.
Look at him stay down. This is a bloke in his late 60s, early 70s, and he's lunging like that 50-something times. He's done it over 2 days. He's going to be exhausted. So thinking we've got Lions as a sponsor, Forex and Tui's. Good bad
Beautiful.
bowl. He's actually, I don't mind that. You know why? Because there's a gap. That jack, and straight away, mix attacking, trying to draw through that, gets the plant, gets the sit, finishes in a good home. Oh, but look, it didn't get back.
Right. Yeah.
Because it doesn't want to get back.
No.
All right. Watch his technique. Played a long time. A little bit of an interesting push with the bowl. Not like your turn.
Not like my turn or your turn.
No, I've got a bit of a turn.
You've got a bit of a turn
I do.
going.
But look at this come in. One on, one behind. That is a really effective result. And that, look, I don't have
Absolutely.
time to show the replay, but
That's
I can
great.
tell you the highlight reel, I'm going to run out of memory. My camera 2's had a bit of a meltdown. Just press the autofocus on camera 2, it comes back. All right, we may have to switch our camera angle. But already Mick has got a bowl to catch.
Oh, yes. Beautiful shot, Mick.
No bias in commentary, just quietly from Tiff, who's wearing the Matthes shirt proudly next to me. But you know, I've got another Karen Murphy moment. Take your grass. We may have missed the opportunity to get the replay. It is a toucher. Reach for reward. So look how he's tried to set it up now for his skipper. Look, his placement, he's got one behind, but basically it's now coming back to the skippers who now have to draw. All right, get over here, Mick. Listen, you've got Tiff and Mick, we can hear you. How are you going?
Yeah, good.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Now, Tiff said to you, tell him what you said to me.
I said that's the calmest I've ever seen you play, and you are absolutely awesome.
Thank
Just
you
keep
But
very
all I
much.
can
stay,
feel is his
stay in
heart
that
rate's
mode.
racing 200 beats per minute. I can feel it right here.
Yeah, stay in that mode because
Yeah,
you're
stay
playing
in that
great.
mode.
Yeah, keep
Well,
it.
Here comes Terry.
And I know you like
Thank
money,
you.
don't you?
Yeah, everyone loves money. But I love people more.
Good on you, mate. There's
going.
Mad Mick. We call you Magic Mick at the moment. And people say, Matt, why are you broadcasting community sports?
This is why.
Love it. Brendan. And you know what? You might think our commentary's rubbish. That's your opinion. We're doing our best. And it's great to have Tiff on the mic because I can tell you, I'm a lunatic. She's worse than me when it comes to lawn bowls. All right, plenty of room to draw here. Easier said than done, though.
Oh, look, he's got a little bit of rotation in his delivery as well. Did you notice that?
Yeah. A lot of people now watching a lot of bowls online. Good area. Well, look at that bowl come back. It washes the speed off. It gets back to it.
Beautiful.
That is a beautiful bowl.
Right on centre.
Yep. There you go.
That's great.
You know what? That shot of Karen Murphy was one she won one of her world titles. Oh, Sue Star! Come and join us. Oh, she's going there. Hey, congratulations on your runner-up in the
Yeah.
minor, the major singles in the women. Oh,
Nail biter, I believe.
Brendan. Oh, what a shot. Look at the reaction from the big man. Have a look at this on the replay.
Can we watch this somewhere?
Absolutely. Yeah, YouTube, and it's in the club. Look at this shot.
Yes.
He strikes
On
it.
YouTube.
He likes it. And watch the reaction. He's chasing it. He's pouncing. Misses his bowl. And look at it. Yes. Oh, dear.
Great.
But yes, so you can watch it. And this will be on
Okay on telly.
in YouTube space forever. So here we go. Change of ends.
So you're off to Roman Terrace.
She is.
Yes.
And Sue's coming to talk to us. She's going to be on the live stream right now. Thank you, Sue. Coming to congratulate Tiff, as I mentioned. You know what? Graham reached. He needed one of those. 2 down. It's all about moments in bowls. And how can you think about the bowl that's in your current hand? Because if you think about what could have been, we dropped 6, we dropped 5, we picked up 4. Good area again. Brendan obviously standing there to say this is where I want it. You know, I'm not a fan of standing jack high because if you plant a bowl jack high, it's a chance for it to be planted. And that's just my viewpoint. Probably would have been better off just being a foot back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Jack high bowls not real great bowls. My drawing, my practice, my training, always try and get back to the centre line as a lead. Look at this, he's adjusted. It's hanging. Just doesn't get back. I can tell you.
Good attempt.
It
I
was a
didn't
great
say
attempt,
try.
not a try. Thank you. You're learning. But he could try that effort, not a try. He could try and do that again, and it would do the same result. Now that easterly's picked up a little bit gusty, but look at the grouping. We had Mick here, gave us a bit of a cuddle as he walked through. And look, I'm hoping the Hardboard Hawks are live streaming this. But what I'll also like is the third camera. Here he is, the pondering skip. What can he do to keep keep his side in this match with only 4 bowls in play. Look, he's got a draw. His area is pretty good. I think he's on the tight side, but if he's got good weight, he needs a clear run.
It's on the wide side.
And look at this. Falls out. All right, the shout is from Magic Mick.
And it looks so easy, doesn't it? You know, like all you got to do is get it from
is
the mat
easy.
just to the jack.
But
How
look,
hard's that?
The good thing for Brendan, his own bowler's coming in. He can afford to be under. I don't want him to stay high and give Forrest a chance to sit a bowl. He's coming back. We know that will cross their head. Look, a trail on it would be brilliant.
Oh, right in the
That-
guts. Well done,
That
centre.
is an absolute bottler of a bowl.
That's great.
I can't really show the replay because if I do, you know what? We might get a chance. The foot's going there. No, let's see if we can pick it up. Look, that's what happens when you take your grass. And you're in the area. Look,
Can't get more perfect than
he's
that, can
made
you?
4. And I can tell you that these guys need a margin because other teams are going to fall over. These guys might put themselves into second. They were undefeated yesterday. And then you look at the score, but this is a great attempt.
Oh,
Good bowl.
line
Only
was
one.
great.
Oh. How can Brendan get that out? He can't. So Mick says, draw another one in. That's a really good bowl by Forrest Craig. That's back in your draw. This is actually good for both our games. Watching this, reflecting on how you could play, what we can see. Like, I've been playing bowls for 40 years, and Tiff's been playing for a year. Great line. If he gets a clear run, he's a bit runny,
Yeah,
but you've got to give it a chance.
absolutely.
And I don't know if it's 2. Mick might be claiming 2. And you know what? If I was claiming 2, Graham would say 1. You measure.
The other thing too, Matt, it's actually trusting what you're going to do too, isn't it? Like you step on the mat and if you hesitate, you're not going to get your line, you're not going to get your weight.
Well, how many games have you skipped, Tiff?
I don't know, about 4,
Okay, how many games have you led?
a lot more than that.
So which position with your playing do you feel more comfortable? And it's a silly question, but I know the answer. But which position do you prefer at the moment with your experience? With backing yourself with what shot to play?
Yeah, lead's probably the better option right now, only because I'm,
So
you
if
know,
I was playing lead and you were skipping and you'd only had a couple of weeks' experience, I'd see a shot, but I think can Tiff play that?
Yeah.
I'd back yourself.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of whether I can think you can play it. Now, I played with Ray Pearce a couple of weeks ago, and I'll just let him go for it because he's ex-Jackaroo. We're going to have to change our camera angles again. I mean, this is because he's involved. And
yeah. Well done, Brendan.
yeah.
He's aware.
You know what, I don't misdiagnose Brendan or Mick, but I think they have a similar tendency like you and I, a bit ADHD. We're not diagnosed, but there's 1,000 things going on. You get there in the end, but you not need to be told 7 times. All right. We have got a 9-5 on 5. Actually, I must have not. That was one of those shots. 8-5 on 5, where I thought they got a 2 and they only got a 1. Viewers, he will move out of the way once the bowl finishes. And we got to touch ya. There's a great shot.
Brendan loved that one. He took his hat off his head.
Yeah, but look where it's seated. And guess what Mr. Tetzel's going to do? Had he got the right line, it's not going to get down from there. Because it's a tough hand to play. But look, it does get back to the line, but it only gets her in the last 1/8 of its... There's nothing wrong with his green. It's just the way it does things. And that's actually going against the wind. So the easterly, where yesterday, that was swooping from way out. Okay, change of head. I'm anticipating that Mick might get in the road again. So let's change our camera angle just in case. Because we know that both these guys are extremely passionate. Jason DeBurg, come over here, mate. Hey, listen, come over here, Jason. We can hear you.
Yes.
How good are Petal and Magic Mick going?
I was about to go have a look on the board and actually see how they are ranked. How are they ranked?
You have a look at this. They are in the money. Tiff, you keep talking what's going on. Currently,
Yeah, that
Ashford
bowl's about
and
a metre short.
Rawnsley are
Line
in
was
fourth.
perfect.
They need a margin in this game, and they're currently trying to get that. Brown versus Harry on the other rink next to them. They're above them.
Right, okay.
And third place, you need to go and see Tom Ritchie, other people from Club Marylands, and they are on rink 2 because they need a margin to jump frog everybody. And if they get a margin, and at the moment I'm looking at the score, and it's 3-all on 4 against a team from Mossman who are graded 5 pennant bowler, and they're playing against a platinum bowler. How good's this sport? I know you love it.
Well, okay. That's why we're back again.
So listen, they're in the money. It
Okay.
could be their shout. We know that Brendan looks like a VB man. He loves drinking VB.
He does too.
And Magic Mike, he's killing it. We just got to keep his clothes on.
Copy that.
Now tell me, last question before we look at this. What do you love about this sport?
Other than playing bowls with me.
Because I know you're mad as well. This is Jason DeBurg, who lives up, because home is up at Coffs, but he works down here.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier than rugby union that I played all my earlier days, that's for sure. And you can have a replenishing ale at the same time as you put one down. But on a beautiful day like today, there's not much to dislike about it, that's for sure, Matty.
No, well, these guys have definitely brought their A game. Look, the big win for Rawnsley and Ashford was against Blue McLeod. That was a bit of a grudge match.
Yeah.
And they got that over the round 2.
Yep.
But these guys have put themselves in the box seat. And look, you know what?
Good posse.
They only lost, round 3, to a team that probably was a bit of a surprise defeat.
Who was that?
That was against Scott Garrick and Paul Summers, who are now also in pennant, grade 1.
Oh, there you go.
And the team of Garrick and Summers, they also had a surprising loss to the team that Rawnsley and Ashford are now playing. So only 18 teams in this competition, but the Steve Matthes Cup has been exciting. Who would have thought there's a preliminary grand final coming up at 4 o'clock? So there's been no roll-ups the last couple of ends.
Right, okay.
So to get through. But listen, we better get back to the bowls.
No worries, get back to it.
Jason
Good to have a quick chat with you.
DeBurg,
Doing a good job, number 1.
Thanks, number 2.
one of our local legends, normally covered in concrete.
Yeah, normally.
And landscape gardener. Tiff, what did I miss? We got a one-shot to Monavale Pelicans, Pittwater Pelicans. Tetzel, he's on the attack, he's on the charge, drawing in, looking for the magpie to swoop.
Short. It's about half a metre short there.
10 past 3. As I said to you, I saw this yesterday. There's no dew, it has slowed. And that wind still around to the east. Mick. What I don't like about his delivery, he drops the hand real quick, so he's got no reference point when he has to bowl the second one. I think, where did I miss my line? And that's just, my background in coaching, but he has got back. So look, the good thing is they probably have got the best back, but I wouldn't imagine that Forrest is going to instruct Graham. He's just going to try and play through his bowl. Let's see how he goes. Sometimes the best commentators let the pitchers do the talking. That's good advice.
It's always
I should take
interesting
it.
to see what happens, what decision that they make. See, he didn't get the line at all there, did he?
But he got the weight.
Yeah.
But on a swooping hand, that is such, as a second in fours, that is the hardest shot to execute. Drive or draw, yards through. Look, if he had a third bowl in 3-bowl pairs,
Oh, well, by the third bowl, he'd probably have it right.
and that's
Yeah.
such a frustrating part about this sport. But it's just the way it is. Now,
So what is he going to do here, do you think?
He has to cover and count. He's got the shot. Okay. Thinking about what Forrest is going to do, he's going to still try and play through. So he's going to try and stay slightly high and finish in that area where there's no real bowls that's going to be a problem. He's going to try and anticipate that's where the jack's going.
It's a bit short though, isn't it?
It's not bad. But look, Forrest is going to arrive on that reddish-looking bowl. It's a nuisance bowl where it's being put, but he can use that now to rub off it. You watch this. He can get an edge. Not a great placement from Brendan.
Ooh,
Commentator's
look at
curse
this.
here, Tiffany.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Oh.
What a bowl. Now that takes great touch.
Great.
Let's show that again. He got the line. He needed another foot of weight. Look at this. Plants it. Got exactly what he wanted. Rocked it. Almost out. Sits for 2. So we're going to come back because the replay goes for about 20 seconds. Takes all my memory on my computer. Okay. All right, Tiff. You're the skipper.
Oh my goodness.
Look where the other bowls are. This is the thing. Okay. I believe he's still holding shot. If that bowl from Forrest comes in, but they've got coverage. He's cover. So where does he go?
Well, he's going to play a forehand.
Does he
Would
play
you
the
do
shot
it?
for him and try and move that bowl? But it's really difficult. He's slightly higher again. He's got to get behind the head. I know that for a fact. He has corrected on his weight. He needs to be in the catching mound.
Oh.
That is a fair effort.
It is a fair effort.
But the thing is,
Just
I can
not
tell you
quite
that-
in there.
Forrest Craig has nothing to lose. Although he's just played a near perfect bowl. Look what Graham's asking him to do. With that bowl being planted there now, the edge. So Brendan needed to stay away. Let's have a look. Tighter, quicker.
Yep.
He's close. Don't think it's going to get down. And then Brendan tackles him. What a genius bowl by Brendan Rawnsley. Totally not intended.
Brilliant. They got one. Well done. Now, Matt, I'm going to leave you for a little while. I've got to go and take some photos and I'll come back.
That's not
Yeah.
right. Look, Tiffany, look, I've really hoped you've enjoyed it here.
Oh, it's been great.
Get some shots. Get that drone up, but obviously it's a bit windy.
Yeah.
But,
I'll get the
listen,
camera
I'll
out,
turn you
take some
down,
shots.
And we'll see you soon.
See you
Hey,
soon.
all the best in the rookies.
Hey, yeah,
When's
thanks.
that happening? November?
End of November. Around the 20th, I think, somewhere around there. Yeah.
All right, I'll see you in about a
motor
fortnight's
bowl.
time when we play with the bowls.
Thanks,
See ya.
Matt. Okay, bye, everyone. Thanks for that.
Outstanding. All right, Tiff has said farewell. There's Matt got to change the camera.
I'm just going to leave my camera here.
Oh, go for your life. Once again, Mick has thrown a medium to short length, and we'll have to adjust my camera. And I'll get that happening. But thank you for bringing a rookie version of what she's seen, and I can tell you it's very informed. She is a terrific student of the game, Tiff. Just to let you know that she did have a very professional background playing tennis and golf. So you can understand perhaps why it's such a thrill to have Tiff come and join me. So she's also very multitasking with lots of photos. Alrighty, we've got our camera right, and I'd really like to try and maybe trouble Mark Bennett to go around the grounds and just try and bring some of the scores, because I can tell you at the moment it's a bit of a fight back for the Belrose team. It's 7-4 on 6. Both games will finish around the same time, and the DY team could also feature. Thank you, Brendan. All right, viewers, hope you're enjoying the coverage. Go the Panthers. Tetzel on the narrow hand. He's played this often. Just got a drop. Okay. So let's have a look. Now, as I said, you can zoom in on this, on the coverage. So currently, James Brown, no losses from the Belrose Bulls, is down by 3 shots. The team he's playing is Peter Harry, Michael Clark, and not only do they have to beat James Brown, but they have to win by a margin of 5, or it goes to shots against. So they have to win, which will be equal wins, but then they have to win by 5. So that's what it looks like for the top end, and they're both playing each other. As you come back to looking at Brendan. He's missed his line there. You got another one. Now, Tom Rich is on rink 2. And I thought it was a 3-all, but it was the wrong. It was the wrong score that I was looking at. I'm going to try and see what the score is over there, because that's an important match between Tom Rich and the Mossman crew. Here's Mick giving Brendan some instructions. I've deliberately tried to look at the focus of the score. Remember, you can zoom in on that. Currently, the team of Mick Ashford and Brendan Rawnsley. Brendan playing for the Pittwater Pelicans, though he was here a couple of years ago. Now, we won't generally see this come in because we know that the boys are getting a bit excited on the rink, so we may have to change the viewpoint. That is probably the shot. And Mick's given that a round of applause, even though he didn't manage to see it. You can see where he's finished there, about a foot in front. Good effort. That's where the state of play is. I do believe the team of Tom Rich and Sam Dukes are up 9-2 on 7 with 6 ends to play. So, if Tom Rich gets a significant margin, they need a margin. They could leapfrog everyone to lead the competition and pull the $5,000 between them. Michael Ashford and Brendan Rawnsley need a margin. The other team, Mark Blackwood and Rod Hamilstead, they're currently against the Monavale team of Stu McLeod and Adam Glue, who could also feature. 12-4. And at the moment, Blackwood and Humelstad have also need a significant margin, and they've got that at the moment. They've got an 8-shot margin, so, viewers, it's going to get crazy. All right. Apologies for taking time to have a look at the state of play. Forecast of the rain. I really hope it doesn't come until I can pack everything up. All right, we're not going to see it. Brendan's jumped out of the way. It's probably a measure between, I think Harbord have the shot there at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not know who's going to finish in the order of the top 5. Good ball, Graham. So at the moment, we could have anyone finishing first between Brown, Harry, Rich, Ashford and Blackwood. Because at the moment, James, it's 7-all. Everything will be taken away if James Brown wins and wins all 6 matches. It's a battle of the Platinum Clubs, Belrose Bulls versus Club Marylands. And you know what? We're going to finish in a similar time, I think. So what I may do is I may change my camera over halfway through this coverage, because I do believe that the Belrose Bulls and Club Maryland's team game is going to finish before this game. Brendan and Mick are renowned to be sort of a bit slow in their play. Not having a crack at them, it's just the way they play. They do a lot of chatting and they love theatre. I've known them a while. I've been at this club since 2009, and then I had a break, and then Forrest Craig needs one of those. Gets it. But if it stays the way it is, and Mick Ashford wins this, they may not go higher than 4th. They need a margin. If we have a look at the coin, 4th place gets 500, so it's a significant difference. But 1st and 2nd, and it's up for grabs with 5 teams still involved. It all comes down, if the Belrose Bulls can win, then they get the cash. But if they lose, a draw might not be good enough. We can see that these guys do chat for a while. So viewers, what I might do, because this game is in the balance, but it won't impact, well, it will impact who wins. But the team of Tom Rich and Sam Dukes, if Peter Harry and Michael Clark clubmates can beat the Belrose Bulls team of Steve Lowe and James Brown, well, Tom Rich may end up getting $2.5 grand instead of 250. So after this end, I'm going to maybe change the coverage over. No disrespect to the boys playing at the moment. Brendan looks like he's going to have a rip here. Won't drop with that weight. He's looking for the split. Both of them. Gets the trail, unlucky. That's the follow through. Let's have a look to see what he was trying to do. He doesn't have a bowl in his pocket. Let's have a look on the replay. He's trying to get the split on those bowls. He really needed the bowl on the right. He got the bowl on the left. Got the jack, but just got the edge of it. He needed to guts the jack. Look, he did get the toucher, but to no avail. They are 2, maybe 3 down. And that's going to be costly in a margin. And Forrest Craig just need to arrive. So that's a big bowl. Wow. We could see a 1, 2, 3, 4, definitely. It's 4 shots. That trail. They're trying to work out which is the closest. 2, 3. I think that's 4. I'm going to put a measure on, but I doubt they're going to get any more. Wow. Let's have a look at that replay. Because that was massive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, they were 4 down they were 3 down, so it might be one worse. And it's 4. Okay. Well, that's pretty big, considering the hardboard guys have been the spoilers of this competition. I think last match, where did they go? Let me have a look. After not having a favourable start, they were -10, then they won 1-1 by 3, they won 1 by 5. They didn't have such a great time of it last match, but yeah, they beat the DY boys by 5 to 8 shots, so alrighty. Well, I thought it was 9-all, but I thought I was right with the score. Let's get the right score here. Check the card. I hope that's the right score, because in a moment. What I'm going to do, viewers, I've got to go round and just try and get Mark Bennett to maybe... Anyway, we'll stay here for the moment. Well, it's all happening, viewers. I can tell you. It's been a long 2 days. Matty Harris here in commentary for the Steve Matthes Cup, live from the Runavale Bowling Club. Final round, $10,000. You better be living it. YouTube Live Sports. And the Steve Matthes Cup presented by Easy Flow. Concrete pumping. What a terrific couple of days. We're currently watching 4th place on the big board. Michael Ashford and Brendan Rawnsley. They just dropped a costly 4. Can't really see what's going on, and I might... It looks like the Belrose guys. Yeah. We'll go one more end, and then I'm going to change over to rink number 5, because that's a significant battle up front. I'll be back. Just check on a couple of scores. All right, viewers, I'm back. I just had to do a bit of a recce. Trying to do the maths because it's anyone's sort of game at the moment. Two down. I don't think the hardboard guys. No, they haven't had enough wins to get amongst it. But they take great pride in their shirt, the hardboard Hawks. Forrest Craig in a good area. He's just got to arrive on his last. He's close. He's got to drop. He needs contact. He has. And he's almost made two out of it. What a bowl. Great bowl. Bit surprised Brendan hasn't come down. They could be two down after being two up. Don't think we're going to see it. I'll try and get to it. Yeah, sorry viewers. I would think the hardboard Hawks have two. And I can tell you from the match next to us between the Belrose Bulls, Brown versus Club Marylands, it's close. A lot of money involved, $2,500 each for each player for first. The Mona Vale Pittwater combined team. Two, what a shot. Did I get the replay on that? I don't think I got it. Nah. Trying to clear that layer. And this brings us straight back. There we go. Trying to get the right replay. Ten all on 9, 4 ends to go. Alrighty. Thank you to Easy Flow Concrete Pumping. Great job. The Steve Matthes Cup. Just looking at the score changing with 3 ends to go. 10 ends. $12-7. And I believe the Belrose Bulls guys are up by 5 shots. They were down 7-1. They're now up 12-7. Incredible turnaround. Steve Lowe taking on Michael Clark. Big payday. Great bowl. Michael Ashford, we had a toucher, not far off. Look, these guys still have 4 ends to play. Michael Clark has just got a toucher. Tom Rich has got his hands in his head. This is all on one green. Behind us, we've got the DY crew of Garrick and Summers, and we've also got Blackwood and Hummelstead. Very close game there as well. Don't forget about the crew from Pittwater. They've had a really good go yesterday. They were our leaders. And they've dropped 2 games today. And I don't know if they've dropped their third. There's too much going on. All I know is they're in an arm wrestle. 9-8 after 8. I don't know who's winning. All right. There we go. The game is all tied up here with 4 to go. Looking at the next rink. Club Maryland's holding 1. And it's Steve Lowe finishing a really good home behind. Trying to see what's... Oh, I think Mossman just picked up a 2. And that is 9-7 on 10 with 3 to go. The youngsters from Club Marylands have only got 2 shots ahead. And they're playing against a team from Mossman who was on the live stream. They got thumped by the DY boys and, mate, pressure, money. 5,000 for first, 2.5 for second, 1,000 for third. Oh, I don't know where to look. You know, we'll just focus on the game at hand at the moment. Peter Harry, rink 5, the adjoining game. They're holding 1. They need to win the game. And then to leapfrog James Brown, they need to win by 5 or more. But the Mossman pairing are really... Talk about a roadblock and a chicane and a speed hump over Sam Dukes and Tom Rich. There's 2 shots in it with 3 to play. Who would have thought? 3rd place going into round 6. And Tom Rich currently playing against 12th. They've had a pretty good tournament besides what happened on the live stream, getting beaten by 21 shots. Oh. James Brown chasing his bowl. Didn't correct, but this is where the pressure happens. And I can tell you at the moment, while we're watching the view on the screen here, Graham Tetzel with the lovely bowl, young Sammy Dukes has sent one of his bowls down about 4 metres through. They're playing on rink number 2. I've stood up now to try and see what's going on. The easterly continues. The green is slowing. And young Yvette Semler has outdrawn Sammy Dukes. What a correction. Well done. All right, back to what we're watching. Rink 5. Peter Harry against Brown. The Club Maryland guys are holding 1. And here, if I can have a look, I think Monaval are holding 1, the Pelican combination. But here comes Forrest Craig. He has to trail. If you think it's crazy, it is. $10,000 in total prize money. Thank you to Easy Flow Concrete Pumping. Oh, I'm getting tired. Fair effort. Got to get down. Just got to send it. Wow. But you can look on the left there, viewers. And that is James Brown and Peter Harry. Score of 12-7. And yes, viewers, the number 7 isn't stuck from Maryland. They're just stuck on it. And the Belrose Bulls boys of Stephen Lowe and James Brown. All right, back to Brendan Rawnsley. Where's he got to go? Can he stop? He's got to get over to the right-hand side. And in case Forrest Craig's able to land his own bowl, that's a good area. Needs to get inside that. Well, look, that's a fair effort there from Brendan Rawnsley for the Pittwater Pelicans. Tom Rich. Sam Dukes is rocking the knee, and they're telling it to move in. The boys are getting a little bit loose in there. This is pressure. It wasn't here yesterday. Well, it was, but... James Brown with the familiar hat, sort of off centre. Peter Harry, Michael Clark haven't played a lot of bowls together recently. I tell you, if you're Club Marylands or the Bullpin, you want to be streaming YouTube Live Sports. If you're not, you're missing out on a cracker here at the moment. All right, Forrest Craig changed hands, particularly after that bowl from Brendan Rawnsley. Might backdoor this, and he doesn't. So they survive. One shot with 3 ends to play. Ashford, Rawnsley, 11. Tetzel, Craig, 10. With 3 to play. There's a great shot on Michael Ashford's head. Brendan trying to come in and draw. My apologies that there was a signal there. I thought they had final bowl. I'm going to try and show you what's happening over there. I'm going to bring that in. So I'm going to try and stream 2 games. I won't change the score, but that is James Brown coming in. The orange bowl is Team Club Marylands. Now, James Brown has run up the other end. There are no more bowls left. Michael Clark trying to look at how do you get a second shot. He's got to try and sit that blue bowl about a foot behind. The bowl's on its way. He's playing with the easterly. He's given it a chance. Don't think it's going to get down from there. And it is 1. So it's a 12-8 with 2 ends to play. Our undefeated boys from Belrose Bulls, Lowe and Brown, are 2 games away from winning the Steve Matthes Cup. They get the all-important trophy. They get $5,000. Looks like Glue and Black would have finished. And McLeod Hamilstead. I've also got to have a look at Tom Rich playing against Semler. They are currently holding 2 on rink 2. But if Brown and Lowe win, Rich are then going to try and leapfrog their teammates into second. But you're 750 difference each. Stand by. Sam Dukes, Tom Rich. If everything stays the way it is right now, we have Brown and Lowe win. Rich and Dukes second. And the all-important third, maybe Rawnsley Ashford, or third, Harry and Clark. 4th and 5th, or it might be 5th and 6th money back. Let's have a quick look. There you go. 500 for 4th, money back. 5th and 6th. All right. So that's the state of play of where we are at the moment with 3 ends to play. We will come back to this match and I will keep you updated. Currently, it is a measure between Graham Tetzel and Michael Ashford. Forrest Craig coming down, great line, trying to sit Michael Ashford's bowl. But look at that, it doesn't get down. It does go back to the centre line, but it hangs all the way until 1/8. But I'm going to swing the camera around to show you what is going on the next rink, because it's really important, because this is the final, second last end, and Marylands need to win this end. Good line here. Not as swooping as much, but he's getting down. Forrest Craig, what a bowl. One, maybe two, and there's only one shot in it. Now, to let you know, if Michael Ashford and Brendan Rawnsley, after being in the money all weekend, they lose this, they may drop out altogether. Okay, that is the look on the other green, other rink. That is 3 Marylands bowls. James Brown has just come in, moved it, but it is still 3 shots to Club Marylands. If Belrose can win this end, they have one hand on the trophy. We've still got to think about Tom Rich against the Semlers. That blue bowl of James Brown, we've got a Brendan Brown here. Stephen Lowe, just arrive in your own, or come through and play your forehand. He's gone on to the inside of the mat. Green still running around 16 seconds. His area is pretty good. He's just got to arrive. And he has. Good bowl, James Brown. You were 3 down to 1 up with a lot of money. Whew. Now, I'm trying to tell you where the jack is. Currently, the jack is just in front of Forrest Craig's bowl, and the Pelicans and Mona Vale Villains. Not a bad effort here from Tetzel. He's got to get a little friendly. And that's enough to be 2. All right, what's Michael Clark doing? The Belrose Bulls has 1 shot. I'm up off my feet again. There is so many people here. Oh, and Michael Clark has got it in there. Incredible. I have asked for one of the family members of Stevie Matthes to come down, but we're quite happy just to let me do all the talking, and that's fine. Brendan Rawnsley, big bowl here on the big screen. Maybe the Harbord Hawks are on the live stream. I hope you are. Let me know. Brendan Rawnsley too high with that line. Ain't going to get back with an Eastleigh here at Mona Vale. He knows that. He's still got another one there. I can tell you the team of... Most of the games behind me are finished, but Garrick is still out there with Summers. And I don't know who's winning that. But Sam Duke's Tom Rich currently in the lead in their game by 6. So if they stay that way, they get second. And they leapfrog their clubmates, who if they lose this game by any more, may drop out of the top 4 altogether. What a weekend. Absolute pleasure. This is a sort of opportunity that money just can't buy. Clark, he's on his way. In it comes, just not, no, he's trailed for 2. Rawnsley, He has to take a narrower line. He has. He's got to get around that bowl of Forrest and he's got to get down. He needs a couple of these. He's arriving. Plants it. Just not enough. What an effort. They are still a couple down. Have a look at this, viewers. That is Maryland's 2 shots. I can tell you, Peter Harry's rubbing his head. He's hopefully thinking it's a magic genie. Let's go back to here. The measure. Something. Two. With 2 to play. They're still measuring though. Oh. Might only be 1. Stephen Lowe on the mat. He has to arrive. I'm about 20 metres. It might only be 1. Down. Are they going to call an umpire? Stephen Lowe. Oh. 1. We're all square. 11-11 on 11. If you're not entertained, well, I'm sorry, viewers. You're hard to be pleased. Let's have a look. This is Peter Harry, Michael Clark, currently 2nd after 5 rounds. Stephen Lowe. But the sleepers, you can see young Mr. Dukes on hand and knees. He's now sitting down on the bank. He's had enough. Has he thrown the white flag in? Oh. This is the grandstand finish that we want. It's fucking yeah. All right. That's what the boys are looking at. Let's get back to this. There is still 4 bowls remaining on that rink. I can tell you, it's 11 all. And Michael, positive effort. That's on rink number 6. Well, we've got to go back to this game because this is where the big money is. The Steve Matthes Cup is reaching a huge climax and everything's happening here. This is Christmas in September. Can't Brendan get out of the road? Well, we got the seaplane flying very low. That wasn't me scripting it. Peter Harry, got to be delicate. Gets a little touch on that front one. Moves to Jack. He picks up a couple and he has. It's currently 4. What a bowl, Peter Harry. God damn, man. This is a really rich tournament. Oh, we're 11 all here. I tell you, out of sight, out of mind. The young guns. Oh, Sam Dukes, Tom Rich. They're also not got long to go. All right. James Brown. He needs to arrive, and he is. He's calling. What a bowl. That's pressure. Still 2. And he has last bowl. Oh, no one's moved. Lawn Bowls is the winner here, viewers. What a game. I hope they're all streaming this. Currently 11 all on 11. Brendan Rawnsley needs to arrive. He's a little high on that line. Late in the day, it does turn more. Look at that turn more, Brendan. What was holding? That's a fair effort. Needs to fall over, and it has. I don't know who's got shot. But everyone's friggin' entertained. I'm going to have to go back to Peter Harry. He needs to arrive. They're holding 2. 3 will get them within a whisker. He's got the rub. Oh, they are holding 3. What is James Brown going to do? Let's go here. This is madness. YouTube Live Sports, I tell you. You better be live in it. I would never have thought that we were going to go down to this. James Brown having a mid-wicket conference. That's 3. Brown has 1 to play. Mick he's just kicked the bowl. And this is what you don't do. You don't put your feet in the head. Viewers, umpire. All right. What's happening? James Brown. Here he goes. Peter Harry having a chat. He's arriving. Everyone's watching with anticipation. The Belrose Bull. James Brown. He's found the hole. Believe that could be 3 shots to Marylands. And it is. They are 12-11 on 12 with 1 to play. Okay. Marylands need a 2 to at least finish in the top 2. Because if they don't, their club mates who are currently 6 ahead with 2 ends to play are going to leapfrog them. And they're going to miss out on $750 difference in cash. If they beat the Belrose Bulls guys. The worst, I think, James Brown and Stephen Lowe can go is 3rd, maybe 4th, but the way this game's going, the margin won't occur between... And I don't even know the minor results coming through. And it looks like Tom Rich and young Sam Dukes won that last end, and they have got an 8-shot difference. Incredible scenes. Tetzel. It's 11-all on 11 with 2 to go. If Rawnsley and Ashford lose this, they finish out of the money. Oh, I don't mean to laugh, but Brendan's coming down and have a look. Oh. All right. You know what? This end isn't as relevant at the moment. I'm going to change a camera to try and bring in the final end. What a shot. A highlight reel. No chance for highlight reel. He got the toucher. The crowd's gone wild. And he has set the goalpost up. Graham Tetzel, can he get down? He's close. We can't see it. Trail. Ricochet off. Where's it gone? And he's picked up 1, maybe 2. Oh, it's hard to see it. Another toucher. Another cracker.
Great.
Mick Ashford's turn. They are 2 down. And 11-all. Oh, Brendan, get out of the road. Can't see it. Here it comes. Mick's got to guts it. And what a ball! What a ball! Mick Ashford has played it a bomb. Have a look, it's on the replay. He had to send it. He arrives, he's 2 down, plants it, and he's almost landed right on top of it. Oh, viewers, okay. All right, camera 3. Let's get it down there, because that's where the bowl's gone. I can tell you on the other rink, that is what we've got. 1 shot. They need 1 to draw, 2 to win, but they won't beat the Bulls. I'm going to try and bring you where the jack is. That's the mission. Forrest. The bowl's coming into sight now. He's 2 down at the moment. Oh, that's the mission. Mick bowl on the right, Mick Ashford. Brendan Rawnsley needs to send it. This is the state of play. 1 to Club Marylands. You can't script this stuff. Bowl will come into shot. He needs to arrive. He's close. He's got to get under. That is 3. Forrest Craig. And over there, Marylands have 1. A bit of a looser end. Big pressure going away from the club. But this is a big bowl. Graham Tetzel. There is so many people here. It's great to see. Bowl's going to come into shot. He needs to get between those two. It's all his bowls coming up. He's got to play confident. He has to reach. How's his line? It's coming into play. He needs a clear run. And that is 3rd shot. So Brendan Rawnsley could draw for 3. This is what's happening on the other rink next door. Marylands with 2. Bowl coming into shot. Maybe 3. They need at least a 2. Brendan coming on the drawing hand. That is Mick's bowl. He plants that. He might make another one. And he has. It looks like it's definitely 3. I wouldn't think it's any more. It is 3 shots. What a great initiative. The Steve Matthes Cup. Thank you to Easy Flow. Concrete pumping. We are 3 shots to diff. This is very significant. Michael Clark. He's arriving. He's got the Easterly coming down. He wants to trail. What a bowl, Michael Clark. Well done. Little high five. Stephen Lowe. It's all happening. Right, Barry, you want to come on commentary?
No.
You guys finished well. This. The young guys from Club Marylands are up by about 7, so they may leapfrog Peter, Harry and Michael Clark. They've got to beat Brown by more than 2. 4 bowls to go. And the Club Maryland boys have 3. James Brown has last bowl though. No dead ends. Look at the start though. We're going to change. I can't change the other camera at the moment. Camera 1. I'll actually try and bring that around. We'll stay with this bowl at the moment. These guys still have 2 ends to play that we're streaming at the moment. That is the bowl. Mick Ashford has got 1 at the moment. Peter Harry. Now, He's gone for the tee. He's gone for cover. Fair bowl. James Brown with 2 to play. What a great tournament. The easterlies blowing. The team from the Club Marylands of Rich and Dukes up against the Semblers from Mossman. It's an 8-shot difference. Final end. James Brown sending the bowl on its way. He's playing with weight and he's missed. This bowl is worth $2,500. Incredible. Peter Harry. Right, Berry, get over here. I need you. Incredible. Viewers, this is exciting. Tiffany! I can't call this myself. Get over here. That one.
That's it. Back in action.
That's all right. Get those down. Look. There you go. All right. Talk to me.
Oh, it's nail biting, isn't
Stay
it?
standing. You can't sit doing this. You've got to watch it.
Absolutely.
So at the moment on the live stream, James Brown, look, this game that we're streaming at the moment is not as crucial because they've got one end to play. He's just missed. But this is the money. James Brown just missed. It's a $2,500 bowl.
Nerve-wracking, isn't it?
But if we just have a quick look, we'll have a quick seat. I'm trying to show us what's happening on this rink. Currently, Mick and Brendan have 2. Try to cover the tee, but Peter Harry has 1 bowl left. Now, we know that Tom Rich and his other mate, Sam, are getting the margin. So, Peter Harry needs to do them both a favour by knocking them out, because I don't think James Brown and Steve Lowe can go any worse than 3rd. But I don't know until I've done the numbers. Peter Harry has decided to go long again and try and get the jack into, and he has got the ultimate bowl at the back. So, James Brown actually tried to touch the jack. He has to draw to get 1. If you have a look here on the screen,
Yep.
they are down 2. There are 2 bowls behind, so if the jack goes out of bounds and James Brown rips it, respot, they still drop 2 and they lose $2,500.
Jeez.
I don't mean to laugh, but this is like, you don't get paid enough to do this stuff.
Okay, here we go.
We might keep quiet because we don't want to be heard. Brown, he's got the cap, which is normally his down. Has he played it?
Oh!
Has it gone out of bounds? And, oh my
Still in
goodness.
play, isn't it?
It could be a measure for the second. Marylands need 2. 1 is a draw, and a draw wins them. Is it 2 or 1? I think it might be 2. Give us a signal. What is it? Right, did they get 2?
There's 1. Oh,
come on, mate.
They're going to measure. Here we
Talk
go.
to me. They got the measure. All right, Tiff, what do you reckon? What do you reckon from there?
Oh my goodness. I think it's going to be really close.
This is the measure. I'm trying to get to it. So James Brown hit his target. It's up to the leads to do it. If it's 2, Belrose Bulls.
Here we go.
Oh, no, it's 1.
It's just 1. Oh,
There you go.
congratulations.
There
Well
you
done.
go. Congratulations to James Brown, Stephen Lowe. What a bowl. He had to get a contact on it, and he did well.
That's the thing about performing under pressure, right?
Absolutely. Tom Rich is congratulating them. What a game, but we still have the minor placings, but what a...
I need to get a minor placing, my man. Thank you, work, matey. Great to see you, mate.
Well done. Look, that's, you know, I wouldn't say bittersweet, but that's a massive bowl.
Yeah.
And
That's
well
what
done
you want, isn't it? Like, that's the ultimate, isn't it?
Incredible.
Pressure,
Absolutely.
play the shot,
Absolutely.
come out with the shot,
Absolutely.
get the win.
The whole lot. And it's been outstanding. Now let's just try and get our attention back to what we're watching here. $5,000 that shot. That's a $2,500 difference. They could have dropped to $1,000. That's $4,000 shot. And it's on the replay. It's etched in history. Oh, good on you, Alex. Ruined an interesting game for the viewers. My apologies. There's been a lot going on.
Now, where do these guys stand in relation to placings and so on?
Well, this is why the cameras have been all over the place, Alex, is that we're back on the action. We're seeing Forrest Craig with his final bowl. He needs to draw. They are down 2. He needs to trail. He's playing the narrower hand. He's going to stay high. Needs to plant. And I do believe it is perhaps 3, maybe 4, 5 shots.
5 shots.
Well,
That's the way to finish an end.
It is the way to
hey?
finish.
That's a magic way to finish an end.
so we've got a lot of money involved. And well done. A 1911. Well, I'm not going to finish the coverage just yet because we're going to try and see who finished in the minor placings. But a 1911. Well, let's have a look, Tiff. So, congratulations to Stephen Lowe, James Brown, winners of the inaugural Steve Matthes Cup and $5,000 richer.
Fantastic.
It was a draw. So Peter Harry ends up on 4.5. So second place goes to Tom Rich from Club Marylands and young Sam Dukes. They pick up $2,500. But guess what? Michael Ashford, Brendan Rawnsley jump into third and they pick up the $1,000.
Oh, well deserved.
Well
Absolutely
deserved. If we have a look, did Mark Blackwood get the win or did Adam Glue get the win?
I can't tell you
Because-
that one. I'm not sure.
Or Garrick or Cleaver? Minor placings, probably irrelevant, but what an unbelievable result. Well, look, Tiff, thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of the back end of it. I hope you got some great action. And the inaugural cup, bigger than better next year. You're going to be go
This
past
is just
that.
the beginning, isn't it? Hey?
And viewers, look, I did my best to try and bring you the action. Obviously, some appreciated. Alex clearly didn't. But that's okay. You know, we're doing our best. And look, on behalf of the team, YouTube Live Sports, thanks for being here. And you know what? You never know when you're going to see us next. Tiffany's going to be playing in the rookie pairs.
Bring on the rookies.
We're going to be playing in a mixed pairs tournament over a long weekend. Just on the Monday. High five to you.
High five to you.
Matthes Bowling Club. It's been fabulous. It is time to rock and roll. Put our skates on. Go the Panthers. YouTube Live Sports, you better be loving it. It's been sad to say farewell, but we'll see you again next year for the Steve Matthes Cup here live from the Matthes Bowling Club. My name's Matty Harris, and I'm glad you're not me. We'll see you again.
See you soon. Bye.